is Anthony Parker, and a traveling violation on Ray Poindexter of Tulsa in the lane. The 3 by Parker brings Bradley back with an 8. Now look at this. Tulsa's been great at home. 86% winning percentage in the Valley, Tom, since 80 here in Tulsa.
I'll tell you, Tulsa is a tough place to play. I mean, I knew it when I played in the Valley coming down here. If you got out of here with a W, it was something special. Very, very good basketball town and a long, proud tradition here at Tulsa.
And yet Bradley has been good on the road. Bradley this year 5-4 on the road. Parker another 3 missing. Bradley 5-4 on the road, but they have lost only 2 league games on the road. They lost at Illinois State, and they lost at Wichita State. Their other 2 road games, they lost to K-State in overtime in the first game of the year, where they led big in the second half, and then they lost at Villanova.
See Jimmy Molinari right there. He's got a smile on his face, because did you see what Aaron Zobrist did that time? 2 trips down the floor, 2 great plays. Got the second chance bucket. Instead of forcing it inside, drew the defense, pitched it back outside to Parker. Unfortunately, Parker unable to convert.
Played 3.5 minutes in the second half, and Bradley trailing by 8. Seals misses a 3, leaves it short, and a Akinkele there for Bradley.
The jump shot looked a little flat today, didn't it? A little line job, not with the soft rotation that we're used to seeing with Shea Seals.
Parker kind of has the look on his eye like he'd like to take this game over. Akinkele works around Rollo.
Are you kidding me?
And a bucket and a foul.
Are you kidding me? Akinkele, this is the hidden secret for Jim Molinari. He was kidding us yesterday. He said whatever he gives us offensively as a bonus, this guy is looking like a superstar today. Gets squared up out there, and he says, JR, try to guard me. And he takes him right to the rack, has a chance for a 3-point play.
6 points now for Adebayo Akinkele, and 3 fouls apiece on the Bruce brothers of Tulsa. Hernady and Rollo. 3-point play for Adebayo Akinkele, and all of a sudden it's a 5-point game. A huge 3-point play for the sophomore from Chicago. And it's a 5-point 39-34 Tulsa lead.
Well, there's some bodies banging down low. Watch the screens out there by Rollo and Hernady.
Rollo, nice power move and a spinner and a bucket. Rollo, his first 2 of the game.
Rollo backs in nice down there, goes up nice and strong.
Zobrist for 3. Aaron Zobrist, a 3-point specialist, is 3 of 11 against Wichita State on Thursday night, but hammers that 3 home. It's a 4-point game as Bradley trades 3 for 2. Seals has been quiet, just 2 field goals.
You must communicate on those screens defensively. Help your teammate get around those screens. Let them slide through, go up top, but mainly just communicate and help.
8 seconds on the shot clock. Seals wipes off his defender, nails the jumper, and Seals has 6. The NBC preseason player of the year. Shea Seals, 4th in the league in scoring at 17 points per game, puts Tulsa back on top by 6. And Seals and Parker now are matched up against each other, Tom, on both ends. And a steal by Love. Hurricane with numbers. Again, Seals. And could not get the banker, and Zobrist for it.
You know what? That's a great move, but now when he's shooting it, he doesn't even look like he believes it's going down. He needs a little dose of confidence at this timeout.
And when we come back, I want to ask you about something, because Shea Seals has been a lot better on the road than he's been at home. Tulsa by 6.
Get to Montgomery Ward right now for our huge President's Day sale.
Now take a look at J.R. Rollo here, right here. He gets it down low. So big, so strong. Uses all 260 pounds on that frame, and that's great weight. Takes it right through him. But you feel a sense of urgency here at the Maxwell Convention Center. Zobrist comes down, nails the 3, and you just feel that both these ball clubs want to keep pace with league-leading Illinois State.
Jim Molinari talking to Funches here with some late instructions. I want to ask you about Shea Seals. Shea Seals, there he is. Averages 21 points on the road, Tom, and 11 points at home. He's only got 6 today, and he's been frustrated.
You know, I sat down with him before this afternoon's game, and he said, Tom, he said, you know, I just think there's more distractions at home. He says, on the road, I'm more focused. I'm away from home, family, and friends, where basketball's the only thing going on. When he's at home, you got people calling for tickets in your head a little bit, and maybe not able to focus as well.
6-point advantage for Tulsa. This is Funches slicing through the lane. Dwayne Funches in double figures with 10, and Tulsa's lead back to 4.
I think that was the play him and Molinari were drawing up after the timeout, huh?
There you go.
Give me the basketball. I'm taking it to the rack.
Use that marker. Rollo and Hernady, and they're now at the same time. Trying to mix things up and get Seals a shot.
Watch the great movement out there in the offensive execution. Look at the bodies. And if you're well defensively, you're fighting through just like Deion Jackson there. Fights through on the screen. Great job moving the feet.
Bonner with 5 seconds to shoot. Missing a layup, but Rollo tips it in. J.R. Rollo with the tip in. With 3 seconds on the shot clock, Rollo has 4.
And that's what his game is all about. He will kill you inside if you don't keep him off the backboard.
Try to hand Zobrist up top. 6-point lead for Tulsa. And 13-15 remaining in the game. Marker Zobrist, hand check foul on Cordell Love of Tulsa. That's his second.
You know, Zobrist has gotten better at this throughout his career. Defensively, he's improved greatly. But offensively, in the past, he would have forced up that jumper. But that time, he knows that Cordell Love is building out of control. So what he does, a little head fake, puts it on the deck and draws the foul.
He has one of Bradley's 2 threes in the ballgame. They were 0 for 4 in the first half from 3-point range. Bradley, there's 2 of 3 here in the second half. And he's going to try another 3. Count it. Aaron Zobrist, another tray. 6 for Zobrist. This is a 3-point game with Tulsa with the ball in the lead. Pushing foul. Coupet underneath, bodying up on Rafael Maldonado. First foul on Coupet, second foul on Bradley in the second half. At National Rental, you'll get weekend rates so low that every weekend's a national holiday. National features vehicles from compact to luxury cars, as well as minivans. National is the official car rental of the Missouri Valley Conference and the NCAA. Call National today at 1-800-CAR-RENT and start your national holiday.
Do you want to say it or should I, Mitch? Our producer, Kim Hibbs.
Big
Once
old
again,
giant car.
The biggest, best car. Do we know who's in charge of this thing?
Well, I've noticed it goes producer, color guy, play-by-play guy.
The director. He is the biggest car in the group.
And the director's in there ahead of the producer. Foul on Bradley. Second foul on this possession.
Oh, I'll tell you what, that's great position inside. I'm telling you right now, Dwayne Funches, if you don't move roughing out of the lane, he's going to set up camp down there and go crazy all afternoon. You know, that body's so big, though. Once he gets those wingspan, he gets those legs out there, it is so tough to move him out of the way. He gets set in there, and once it goes down, he finishes.
8 points for roughing. He's been to the line 8 times and hit 6 of 8.
I got it, Ref.
But 44% for the season at the line. Looks better than a 44% with that release.
You know, Steve Robinson was telling us one of his first orders of business was going to visit Michael Ruffin after he became the new head coach. Signed by the previous staff, Tubby Smith there. Went to his home and said, listen, Michael, we're going to become awfully close one way or the other because I'm not leaving this house until you tell me you're still coming to Tulsa.
You know, it's interesting. Jim Molinari said it was Tubby Smith's going away present to Steve Robinson. I'm going to Georgia and leaving you with a great player.
Boy, I love those kinds of kids.
47-42 lead for Tulsa. 5-point Hurricane advantage. Zobrist left open for 3. Why leave him open? Zobrist, 9 points all in the second half, all on 3s. And he shoots 38% beyond the arch this season.
I told you, Mitch, before the game, that kid understands how to play the game, and he's showing it here.
Seals power move to the cup. And his follow of his own miss counts. He's got 8 and a back to a 4-point lead for Tulsa. 8 minutes into the second half, and this thing's starting to warm up, Tom Coach. Now Parker left alone for 3. But his is strong, and it's chased down by the freshman Ruffin. Maldonado to a fading Seals. His 3 rattling out. Funches with the board for the Bradley Braves.
Boy, great ball movement, though. You got the inside out. You got the defense to adjust. Shea just unable to get it clicking here.
Seals without a 3-point make in the game. And Seals unofficially 0 for 5 from 3-point range in this game. Zobrist with 9 of the last 11 Bradley points. Trying to get spotted up for another one. Maldonado for
great help. That's great help out there. Maldonado, credit him with a tremendous defensive effort there.
And a partially blocked three from Zobrist. And now a foul on Ben Coupette of Bradley, who has 3 of the fastest fouls you'll find in basketball. 4 team fouls now on the Braves.
Well, I'll tell you what, Maldonado came out and did a tremendous job. He's going to go to the bench, but Steve Robinson's going to give him a big pat on the rear.
Well, Steve Robinson would have been after him if he would have seen another wide open three for Zobrist. 4-point lead for the Hurricanes. Back with Tom Kosich in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Bradley was down 15. They have fought back within 4. Aaron Zobrist has 9 of the last 11 points for Bradley, hitting 3 straight threes prior to this attempt.
Well, they know the former walk-on is absolutely heating up. And look at Maldonado now. He knows that Zobrist is hot. He steps out over the screen, applies the pressure, and stays with them. A lot of times you jump out and help, then you switch back. But Tulsa communicating that time, a great defensive pressure right there. Great job.
Rebounding numbers, Tulsa with 29 rebounds, Bradley with 23.
That's what you need with all those screens. You know, they're setting 2-3 screens to get Zobrist open out there, so you must help out your teammate and jump over those screens.
Ruffin to Seals. He had Poindexter open, and Akinkele got a foot to kick it out of bounds.
And let me make this point here as we get into this. That Zobrist was a recruited walk-on. Now, as far as recruited by other Division I schools, he dreamed of playing at Bradley. Went to see Jimmy Molinari, said, give me a chance. And I'll tell you what, every coach would love to have a walk-on come like that, huh?
I think Western Illinois had offered him a scholarship, along with a couple of other D1 schools. Seals inside, has it blocked by Coupette. But Ruffin chases it down. You see the shot clock again in single digits. Steve Robinson pointing at the clock, giving the sense of urgency to Bonner. He misses the shot. But Poindexter on a follow, he's drawing the foul. Now, one interesting comparison here. We said on the outset of the game, 2 future NBA players in Anthony Parker and Shea Seals. They have been matched up against each other today a lot. Look at the numbers.
You know, Seals, though, continues to struggle, but the one thing I like about it, he's taking good shots, and if he keeps getting good looks at it, he's going to start knocking it down. But really kind of surprising so far to see both of these guys struggling somewhat offensively.
And Parker, you look at him, he is in the top as Poindexter goes to the line, but Parker is in the top 10 in 6 different statistical categories in this league.
Let me tell you something about Anthony Parker, though. I think the only thing that he needs to do above and beyond the normal maturation process is he must get into that weight room and dedicate himself to get stronger and bigger, because that is the one area that this young man right here needs to improve on. But a great kid, and I'll tell you, makes his teammates better around him, and he's done everything Jim Molinari has asked.
And Seals has done a nice job defensively on him. Parker has not scored for the last 7 minutes. Tulsa's lead is a half dozen.
Here comes the zone.
Midway point of the second half. Parker slices through the zone. Jackson turns down the shot. Shot clock at 12 seconds. Coupette in the lane. Couldn't get the roll. Coupette's hard tip, not there. Seals. Now Poindexter has it taken away by Parker. Parker gets fouled by Ruffin.
If you love college basketball, then you're having one heck of a time right now watching these two go at it. I mean, this is unbelievable effort from both ball clubs. The undersized Bradley Braves knocking it up there. Tulsa never getting a hold of the basketball, and Poindexter making a huge error there. Just grab the basketball, big fella. Don't try to control it. Grab it, come back, give it to a guard, try to put it on the deck, and Anthony Parker went the other way with it.
Parker to the line. Akinkele setting down with 3 fouls. Funches is in, so they move Coupette to the middle. 10 points for Parker. And this free throw is crawling in. That thing hit the front of the rim and then kind of magnetized in with that backspin. Parker has 11. That was Shooter's roll deluxe. You know, he had 12 in overtime. He had 24 against Tulsa 2 weeks ago in Peoria, but 12 of those were in overtime.
You know, everyone called me after he had 30 points, 7 rebounds against Georgia Tech. They said, Tom, what about this Parker kid? I said, are you kidding me? He's been great throughout his career, but that game, I think, really set him on a national level.
Draft him, but wait a year. Quick shot by Love, off balance. Poindexter gets fouled trying to get the rebound. He got undercut, I believe, by Funches. Foul on Funches, his third, and now Bradley is worrying about fouls. 16 fouls on the Braves, but now 3 on Funches, 3 on Bayo Akinkele, and 3 on Ben Coupet.
Do we have, I hope, you know, did you see what Funches said? I love these kids. When the referee's looking at him, patting him on the back, saying, great call. As soon as the referee turned his head, you start shaking his head. Boy, that was a bad call. Oh,
Dale
God.
Carnegie course, I think.
Yeah.
Poindexter, nice move on the inbounds play, and Poindexter banks it in. He's got 8.
See your face, you are the best official in the land.
The worst. 6-point lead again for Tulsa. Bradley's been able to answer and stay close. Funches against Ruffin. Kicks the ball right back to him. Shot clock at 15. Now they're going to reset.
I like that. That's the experience of Anthony Parker. He went and got the basketball. He's the man you want to have the basketball in that situation.
Coupet trying to follow the miss by Parker, and Tulsa with great defense. Crowd into it now as Bonner trying to set up a 2-man game with Ruffin. Poindexter. And took the shot that I don't think Steve Robinson wanted.
Boy, I'll tell you what, Parker was upstairs on that rebound. They got to get Zobrist back in this ballgame. That's exactly what Molinari is going to do. Add another offensive threat from the perimeter.
Burrell draws a foul. And this is going to be the foul on Thompson of Tulsa. That's his third. Team foul number 6. A reminder, the Adams Mark Hotel is the hotel of Tulsa, and it serves the highest level of hospitality, whether you're planning a romantic weekend for 2 or a function for 200. The Adams Mark Hotel, it's the choice of the Missouri Valley Conference and Tom Kosich. One of Tom's great places.
Nice little corner suite, huh? I was up working late last night. Oh, I wasn't supposed to say anything to you. Sorry. No, I had a normal room, Mitch.
What'd the director get if you had a suite?
Hey, get a good look there at Kerry Burrell, because this guy here, Jim Molinari calls him the most intense competitor on his ball club. That says a lot, because he's got a lot of fighters out there. As his offense improves, he's going to become a much better player. But he has shown signs over the last 4 or 5 weeks of getting better and better.
You see he wears number 25. He went to Simeon High School in Chicago. He wears that number in memory of the late Ben Wilson, who was a great high school player at Simeon and was shot to death in a tragic shooting before Wilson could really flourish in his basketball career.
Well, that was a tragic. I still remember that happening. It's just unbelievable tragedy.
And Burrell wears 25 in memory of Wilson. Now Burrell is setting down. It's a 4-point Tulsa lead. Hernady with it for the Hurricane.
Tulsa into a little extended 2-3 zone. Trying to get getting Tulsa a little bit out of whack offensively that time. You know, talk about what's going to happen to Bradley when Billy Wright leaves. I mean, he's been such a staple for the Braves program over the last 4 seasons. Well, they tell me they got a young kid signed already. Robert Dye out of Springfield, Illinois, 6-foot guard, heir apparent to Billy Wright. He is supposed to be something else next year for the Braves.
He'll have some big basketball shoes to fill. 5 seconds to shoot. Thompson with the runner down the lane. Misses the banker. Funches with the board. Now Bradley. Parker at the other end, and Love saves what would have been an easy layup for Parker. And Bradley is within 4 points. 7:51 remains in the half. Lock in the seatbelt. We're headed for the finish.
Here's your chance to help the Missouri.
In one of the bigger games in the Valley this season, as Bradley trailing by 4.
And you're looking for defensive balance. Rod Thompson takes it to the hole. That means Cordell Love is back defensively. You see Bradley get it out on the break. Zobrist looks up. He sees down the floor Anthony Parker. But look at Love getting back. Great recognition. Look at the extension. That's a tremendous effort. Defensive balance. If one guard takes it to the hole, the 2 guard needs to get back.
That's a heck of a play by Love. And Bradley just got by with a double dribble. Now you see all kinds of people in foul trouble on both benches. Hernady, Rollo, and Thompson for the Hurricane, while Funches, Akinkele, and Coupet all for the Bradley Braves. Parker misses. There's a foul on the rebound. It'll be on Bradley, and it'll be on Coupet, and that's his 4th.
take a look at it right here. Parker comes down, a tremendous look. That's his shot, although a good job by Rollo coming out and putting the big hand up there. You know, we talked about in our GM car keys of the game that Bradley had to contain Tulsa's three-pointers. And look so far what we have, Mitch. Tulsa just 1 for 7 from behind the arc.
Dupet saddled with 4 fouls, sitting down chatting with some teammates. As Seals will go to the line. The reason is Tulsa is now in the first bonus. It'll be a 1-and-1 for Shea Seals. I really like Tulsa's activity today defensively. Steve Robinson's done a nice job with his team defensively. Bradley has not had a field goal since 12:21 about 4 minutes ago, and Seals missed the front end of a 1-and-1. So Bradley stays within 4. But how about Steve Robinson's team defensively? Zobrist, double team. Jackson gives it off to Funches, powering to the lane. Offensive foul on Dwayne Funches. 4 fouls on Funches. Rollo took the charge for the Hurricane.
You know, right here, Funches would have been smart. Just stop right there. He goes a little bit, 1 step too far. You know, sometimes you go a little bit too far. If he'd have stopped and popped from 6 feet, it would have been much better. But Rollo waiting for him down low. A tremendous job of giving up the body.
And this is one reason why Seals and Parker are so good. They can go up vertically on that shot. They can go straight up instead of leaning into the defender and drawing the charge.
I thought Funches made his mind up early. He was taken into the rack. It just didn't recognize the defense.
Speaking of the rack, Rollo finds it for Tulsa. Good give and go, and Rollo has 6 all in the second half, and Tulsa back up by 6. And Bradley will use its final timeout. Unless this is a 20. Is this a full timeout or a 20? Bradley wants a 20-second timeout. Jim Molinari has called a 20-second timeout. We had a chance to talk with Jim Molinari before the ball game. One interesting thing about his team is they elect their starters before the game by taking a vote from the team.
Well, my thought process with that has been that, you know, people get better if they have accountability. The only people that aren't accountable are the media and referees. So we thought our team, we would vote on that, and it's made them take ownership and buy in. I think it's going to help them later in life. That's the real reason we did it. Plus, we think defense wins championships.
Look at this, Tom. It's also one less thing fans can blame me for, and Peoria, the home of Bradley, is the land of 10,000 coaches.
I love Jim Molinari. I mean, that guy is unbelievable. Since yesterday during our meeting, you know, he's so intense. You'd ask him a question, and would he not circle a couple times, come back? You'd think the conversation was over 2 or 3 times. He kept coming back, but you can't argue with all his success at Northern Illinois and now at Bradley.
Funches gets a shot up underneath. Funches has a dozen. Again, Bradley in some woeful foul trouble, but they hang on. They trail just by 4.
Well, I tell you what, if they would have had that rule when I played, I would have been inviting lunch and dinner. I would have started at least 5 or 6 games, Mitch. No doubt about it.
With your political prowess, you'd have been out there all the time. I asked him if he had veto power, though.
What did he say to that?
Nope. The vote's the deal.
The land of 10,000 coaches.
Thompson with a miss, an easy miss in the lane. And Bradley has it back and a chance to cut it now to 2. Or 1 with a 3.
I think there's little doubt they want to get it in the hands of Anthony Parker and let him have this shot. Big shot here for the Braves.
He's being guarded by Bonner. He was guarded by Seals earlier. Turnaround by Jackson, not there. Ruffin with a big-time board for the Hurricane. Tulsa will push. Bonner brings it back to Thompson. And now Tulsa sets it up to run the offense. 55-51, Tulsa with the ball at 5:25 left in the game.
You know, to me right now, Mitch, Tulsa looks fresher out there than Bradley. It looks like it's starting to wear on the Braves, the big body, all the rotations for Tulsa in there.
As a traveling violation. As Ruffin trying to back in and took steps. Great game going on, so you want to look for the Rawlings play of the game later in today's telecast. A winning shot, a big rebound, a key defensive move. We'll show it to you on the Rawlings play of the game. Steve Robinson trying to get his team to get the killer instinct in this one. They led by 15. And yet Bradley just hanging around.
And you know what? One of the keys for Bradley getting back in this game, they've done a much better job of taking care of the basketball in the second half. Just 3 turnovers since the break.
Parker finds a Kinkele and a foul on Tulsa. Great vision here by Anthony Parker again, Tom, to find his teammate open in the middle.
See, he doesn't make a judgment right now. First thing he does is he retains possession of the ball, keeps his head up. See, for the young people out there, he didn't put his head down when he put it on the floor, kept it up, and Akinkele, tell you what, is playing beautifully. I mean, his recognition on the floor tonight has been beautiful.
He's got 2 shots here and nails the first one with 8. Now, what about Steve Robinson's decision? He had Seals on Parker, yet he's rotated defenders on Anthony Parker, while for the most part, Parker has guarded Seals man-to-man on the other end.
And did you notice he was able to give Seals a quick 2-minute blow and then get him back in the ballgame for the stretch run? I mean, Steve Robinson has done a tremendous job of instilling his system and continuing the winning tradition here at Tulsa, but has also had the luxury of a very deep ball club.
Akinkele splits a pair, so the lead is 3. Seals with a pick, has yet to get a 3 down. Nice give and go from Bonner, but the shot not there. There's going to be a foul on Akinkele, pushing the Tulsa player to the floor, and that is 4 fouls on Bayo Akinkele.
You know what, Mitch? This is basketball at its finest. Seals gives up the basketball. Now watch, Parker's back on his heel. Go to the bucket. That is great. For all the young people at home, defensively, you notice Parker looked a little tired. Didn't build off after Seals gave up the basketball. Seals recognizing that, goes right to the hole for the basket.
You're talking to both of these coaches yesterday and talking about playing for a championship. As Love's free throw is down and he'll earn the bonus. They talk about kind of the heart of a lion to win a championship and how you need that extra bit of effort. And right now in this game, that's exactly what we're talking about.
Mitch, this is really what it comes down to. People do not realize until you've actually been in it, been in the wars. You have to dedicate your life, both these ball clubs, both these staff and administration, dedicating their life to this one goal here. And now it comes down to 5 minutes in a ball game.
Love hit both free throws. He has 9. The lead is 5 for Tulsa. Akinkele, Funches, both playing with 4 fouls. Zobrist trying to get open for a 3. Funches nails the pull-up.
Well, I tell you what, I love that Zobrist. His recognition out there, he made that play again. Found Funches. He was double-teamed, dumped it off the Funches, and knocked down the nice jump shot.
Bradley stays in the man. They played a smidge in his zone. Now they have a double on Seals. But recovered. Tulsa not able to find the open man. 15 to shoot for the Hurricane.
Oh, great look. Great look, Shea Seals, huh? We talked about how Shea Seals has really improved. One area this season is seeing the entire floor and roughing it in, hooked up beautifully.
Two teams trading baskets. 5-point lead for Tulsa. Trapped in the corner. Gets rescued by Akinkele. Jackson against the freshman. A senior against a freshman. The freshman will win the battle. And Tulsa's got the ball in a 5-point lead. Quick pass. Ruffin drives. Missed the shot. Foul will be on Bradley. It's on Akinkele, and he's gone. Akinkele disqualified with 3:05 remaining in the game.
They rush it down the floor, looking for the break off the miss. They take it down the sidelines, the best area to do it. And I'll tell you what, that is a great job by Tulsa. And Akinkele has given the Bradley Braves a real shot in the arm here this afternoon with a great effort.
And he's had to play even more than he normally plays because of the injury to Chad Klein. But now Jim Molinari is working on Ed Schumer. He's unhappy with the call and trying to decide who he's going to sub here, but he's got a problem. He has Ben Capet, but he has 4 fouls. He has Chad Klein, who's injured, so he's just low on inside people because of the injury, and now the foul out, and here's Capet, and he's got 4. Jim Molinari was ejected from the game Thursday night at Wichita.
I like the story, though. I was at that game, and I asked him, I said, what do you do when you get ejected? He said, I don't know. I went up and made a phone call. He said, I didn't know what to do. Can you imagine going up after he gets ejected? You're going to go upstairs to get some nachos or something, and you see the coach next to you making a call on the payphone?
Ruffin with the miss. Again, remember Ricky Birdsong from Northwestern? He went up in the stands, just started talking to Minnesota people. They wasn't ejected from that game.
But in Steve Robinson and Jim Molinari, you have one, great people, but tremendous competitors. I mean, both guys are tremendous competitors, really understand what it takes to win.
2 misses by Ruffin, but the rebound by Tulsa. I'm going to give you another thing. Depth of character from both of these guys.
Great point.
59-54, 5-point lead for Tulsa. They have the ball at 2:52 remaining in the game. Zobrist with a takeaway. And the toughness of Bradley showing up here. Parker. Tulsa doubling him. Leaves Funches open. They got Zobrist spotted up for 3, but they couldn't find him, so Funches hits a 17-footer.
And Funches is